Welcome to the Resilient Entrepreneur Program. In this program, we're going to walk through the different components of the Resilient Canvas and how you could apply it to your business and to strategize as well as come up with tactics and action steps that you could take immediately to make your business prosper and continue to be resilient. You've already been resilient, you might have done some of these steps before, and I know by giving you this frame and sharing it with you, I know that you could be able to use it as a reference point from here on after. So let's get started. Thanks for joining us. So as you may know, the Resilient Canvas, or in this program, we're going to cover the canvas, and this canvas has four main components. We're going to take each one of them and break it down in every section. In this Resilient Canvas today, we're going to talk about the mindset. And the mindset, what we learned working with these entrepreneurs, this was personally my own journey. As I took these steps, I recognized, looking back and reflecting, that there were some action things that I did for my mindset that allowed me to move forward with the concepts that I have. So what's the mindset? It's the way you're thinking, right? It's how you think about things, how you look at things. And one of the things I've shared with before, when many people said that was insightful, is that it's what story do you tell yourself? What story do you tell yourself? So the first step we want to talk about is in this mindset with the resilient that we saw with the entrepreneurs, is you want to think about entrepreneurship. What does that really mean? Well, let's walk through first all three of them and then we'll break them down one by one. The entrepreneurship is the first one. The second one is you want to be thinking about leadership. Leadership would be the second one. And the third one is compassion. During tough times and during times when you have to be resilient, obviously something is going right or wrong, right? Something is happening, some change is happening. So you want to be resilient to walk through it or work through it. So these are the three components that we noticed these entrepreneurs or leaders kept on doing. So the first one is entrepreneurship. Let's break it down. What is really entrepreneurship? It's the way of thinking of seeing an opportunity or seeing a problem that you would like to solve or seeing an opportunity that you would like to go after. A problem that you would like to solve, meaning you see in the community that you live in or maybe somewhere you work that there is something that could be done differently, something could be done better, something is missing. Whatever that component is, that's really entrepreneurship. It's the mindset of you looking at problems or looking for solutions that you could provide or you could leverage your knowledge to provide the services or products or technology for that problem or opportunity that you're seeing. So that's the first one. The second thing you want to think about is, of course, leadership. Why leadership? Well, because when it's time of challenges, taking that first step can be difficult. You might be the only one doing it. You might be the person who is taking that first step and no one wants to do it. Or you might even get pushback from people saying, don't do that, that's not appropriate, or that's not what we want to do. So making sure that you take that step forward is really important because it's going to take leadership skills. You have to be able to face the heat, right? You have to be able to work through the heat. You have to be able to work through that pressure, whether it's good or bad. You're going to have people who say do it, you're going to have people who say don't do it, and you're going to have everything else in between. And you have to be the leader to say, I'm taking this action. Of course, I'm assuming that you've done your own homework to take that step to make sure that you're really taking that action. And that's really the second component that we saw the people who were resilient had in their own journey, reflecting back on their work. So entrepreneurship, leadership, and the last one is compassion. Especially in these days with tough times, with people losing loved ones, you want to make sure that you are showing some compassion and you are able to communicate in a way that is relevant to the people that are listening to you or you're working with. And this compassion, really, you need to think about not only your customers, but also your employees. It's difficult, right? Sometimes you have to schedule someone and now they can't show up. Why? Because, well, maybe they are, not feeling well, or maybe someone else in their home is not feeling well. These are just challenging times. You have to learn how to adapt to it. You have to learn how to move forward with it. So you have to show some compassion. You have to show that you really care and you understand. While each one of us will never be able to be in the same shoes of someone else's, we can relate to their pain, right? Pain is pain no matter what you do. You could think about how you went through a pain, maybe a different scenario that maybe allows you to relate to them. So we all go through that pain. We just need to make sure that we could show some compassion to show that we could relate to the challenge that they're facing. So that's the mindset of the resilient entrepreneur. These three components, entrepreneurship, looking for an opportunity or looking for a problem to solve, making sure that you're providing a value to the community that you're servicing. The second one is leadership. You got to take the step. You got to make it happen. You got to move forward with it. And the third one is you got to show some compassion. Now that you have the mindset, now we can move to the second block of this resilient canvas. Thanks for being with us.